If you've clicked on this video, I have a huge amount of respect for you because you've got a better attention span than probably 99.9% of people. See, all your friends and everyone around you, they won't be able to focus on this because there's no flashy colours, there's no dopamine edits. It's pure raw footage of me giving advice to you. You should be proud of yourself, bro. I'm proud of you. In the past 10 months, I've tried 5 different business models. I've tried YouTube, I've tried TikTok automation, I've tried crypto, I've tried a clothing brand, I've tried a paid community. I worked on them all for about 2 months, made no money at all, and I eventually quit. And the reason for that was because my mindset was extremely poor. I had no ability to discipline myself to do the hard work. I couldn't persist. I couldn't work without seeing no results. I wasn't patient. Every single thing that could have been wrong with my mindset was. So over the past couple months, past 6 months there, I've dedicated a lot of my free time to improving my mindset, and now I can do the hard work with ease. I can be patient, I can be consistent. Literally, mindset isn't a problem to me anymore. But I've not done mindset training the typical way. See, everyone would tell you, all the other gurus and influencers, they tell you to suffer and go through pain and go on runs at 4 a.m. and take a cold shower. And I've tried all that stuff, bro. I've tried going on runs whilst it's dark and rainy. I've tried waking up early and taking a cold shower and then just suffering and doing really painful activities. And I can tell you that my mindset did not improve from any of those activities whatsoever. I failed 5 different business models whilst trying all that stuff. There's clearly no correlation between suffering and pain and mindset. Can in the long term, but in the short term mindset where you need to develop discipline and consistency and persistence, all that suffering advice, it doesn't really work. But now my mindset's extremely strong, and you're probably wondering, well, how have you got that? And what I'm about to tell you, you're probably going to think, oh, that's a bit boring. But the best way to improve your mindset is through education. Now, I'm not talking about reading a book like you're in school and trying to test yourself and all that school bullshit. Education system's not good. I'm talking about self-education. Now, you probably do that already. You probably read a few books. You probably listen to podcasts every now and then. But I don't think you understand the pure power of self-educating. So first, let me talk about books. Books, the most powerful thing on earth. You should be reading one every single time you get free time. You shouldn't be scrolling. You should be reading books. Now, books, every single time. So let me get a book here. Where is it? I can't find it, never mind, but it's the Laws of Human Nature. I read this book a while ago and I learnt all about emotional control. I learnt about the biases in our mind, I learnt about rational thinking, and this book probably improved my mindset the most. Because I learnt lessons from it. I learnt about emotional control. So then when it came to my business, I learnt to make decisions not based off of emotions. I learned to think rationally, think logically before I made any decisions with my business. And the only reason I learned how to do that was because I read the Laws of Human Nature. And now there is literally millions of books you can read that can solve any problem that you have. There's probably books on procrastination. If you were to go read a book on procrastination and you implemented the advice, your mindset would get better because you won't procrastinate anymore. It's literally the most common sense thing. You read a book, you get the information, and therefore you develop a better mindset. You are literally implanting so much knowledge into your mind, and your thoughts are everything. What books do is they change your thoughts, they change your ways of thinking, they make you think more philosophically and wise and just smarter in general. And your thoughts start everything. Your thoughts, they turn into actions, and your actions, they lead to reality. If you start having more wise and philosophical and intelligent thoughts, you're going to start having more wise and not philosophical actions, but you're going to start making wiser and more intelligent actions and making decisions better, simply because the book has changed your thoughts. So I can't stress it enough to you how important reading is to develop a better mindset. On any problem that you have, if you struggle for emotional control, read the Laws of Human Nature, or I think it's called the Chimp Paradox. I think that teaches you about your emotions as well. If you struggle with doing the hard work, there's books on discipline, I can't think of any more examples, but books that can literally teach you how to do the hard work. So don't hate on books. They're the most powerful thing in the world. Obviously, don't dedicate all your time to reading books, you should be working, but anytime you've got free time, just pick up a book that actually solves a problem in your life. And I think that's the problem a lot of people face. They read a book to read a book. They don't read a book to solve a problem or gain a solution, they just read a book. I need you to start reading with intention. Because when you start reading with intention, you start to pick up on the information inside the book that can actually help you. And if you adopt that into your lifestyle, you're going to get 1% better. And if you do that throughout a whole book, there's going to be so much information in one singular book that can probably change your life. So start reading with intention. Start reading books that solve your problems. And now, secondly, YouTube videos like these ones. You're currently watching a video on how to build a better mindset. Imagine you had another problem. Imagine you wanted to solve procrastination. That's a part of mindset. You search up a YouTube video, how to solve procrastination. You watch the video, you implement the advice, and if it works, you've therefore gained a better mindset because you have, firstly, knowledge. You have the knowledge on how to defeat procrastination. Then you understand it. And then when you implement it, that is how you build a better mindset. Mindset is simply just knowledge in action. So any YouTube videos, literally ones like these, go through all my accounts, and my YouTube account is effectively giving you every single bit of mindset advice you need, because I'm so strong on mindset and improving my mindset that I just teach you everything. So just YouTube videos, it's so powerful. Now, a third thing to improve your mindset in terms of self-education is podcasts and speeches. Now, I'm not talking about a Joe Rogan podcast or the fucking Talk to a podcast. They're not going to teach you anything. I'm talking about podcasts from Alex Hormozi, Luke Belmar, any real entrepreneur that's successful in our generation. Or if you go back a few generations, you've got people like Brian Tracy, Neville Goddard, Zig Ziglar, all the old successes. Or even people like Warren Buffett, I'm sure they've got speeches or podcasts. But the power of podcasts is really that it's like a mentor. Obviously, they're not going to be able to solve your direct problems, but they're going to teach you. They're going to teach you lessons that they've learned themselves, so you don't have to go through them. And they have so much knowledge on things like consistency, discipline, and everything in general that if you actually take their lessons in and implement the advice, you can get a better mindset. Like, one thing I like to describe it as is a third-person perspective. That's how I see it. So I listen to a lot of Alex Hormozi stuff, and if you know him, if you listen to him, you know he talks about hard. This is what hard feels like. Stuff like that. I'm sure you've heard it. And anytime I'm feeling a bit negative, I'm getting a bit of doubt, or I don't want to do the hard work, that's obviously hard. And then when I remember the quote that I learned from Alex Hormozi in one of his podcasts where he goes, "This is what hard feels like. Everyone else would quit right now. This is why I need to keep pushing through, because nothing good comes easier." When I remember that quote and all those things that he said, and I took in the advice, I think, okay, this isn't that bad. This is what hard feels like. This is good. It switches my mindset because I know that Alex Hormozi, a guy who's worth hundreds of millions, says that the exact thing I'm feeling right now, the exact hardness I'm feeling about life and success and doing the hard work, that's good. Alex Hormozi is literally telling me what I'm going through is good. And that's only because I listened to his podcast and learnt that bit of information, and I'm now remembering it. It's like a third-person perspective. As I said, it's like a mentor. It's so powerful, but it's so underlooked upon. No one really teaches you this stuff. No one gives you good mindset advice, but podcasts and speeches, books and YouTube videos, they are all you need to develop a better mindset. You could dedicate 2 hours a day, 1 hour listening to a podcast, 30 minutes reading a book, 30 minutes watching YouTube videos, that's it. And your mindset will get 1,000 times better within a few weeks. So that's what I want you to come out of this video with. I want you to come out with a newfound look on education. Education is the single most important thing that you can do for your life. Einstein said it himself. Real education starts when school ends. When you stop learning, you start dying. Einstein said that himself. And if you're not listening to Einstein, you're simply not going to make it. Now, I've just got one thing I want to say to you before the video ends. Now look, if you've watched this far into the video, I'm super proud of you, bro, because as I said, you've got a better attention span than 99.9% of people. And for people like you, bro, I've got a vision for the two of us. In 5 years' time, firstly, every single video that I post on here, it is trying to elevate you into a successful person. Because in 5 years' time, I've got a vision for me and you. I want us to be sat on a yacht after we've retired our parents, hit all our financial goals, we've got complete freedom, time, location, and financial freedom. I want us to be sat on that yacht speaking business, speaking life, speaking philosophy, having proper, deep, high-value conversations that last for vast periods of time. I want there to be a beautiful sunset in the background whilst we're in Dubai. There's beautiful girls all around us, and we are living the peak life. That's the vision I want for me and you, bro. Every single one of those videos, it's teaching you effectively how to get there, how to come on this yacht with me. But if you want a deeper connection to me, if you want to get to know me more, if you actually want more of my advice, because I'm very heavy on my self-education, I educate myself a lot on multiple different topics, on testosterone, on productivity, discipline, emotional control, the subconscious mind, you name it, I probably educate myself on it, bro. So if you want a closer connection to me and also to learn all the advice that I give you, hundreds of dollars worth of advice, bro, maybe even thousands of dollars worth of advice, then all you have to do is click the link in bio and I'll see you inside the competitive advantage. Or if you don't want to join, you'd rather just watch the videos, at least just hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.